If you're available, if you pick it up, it goes, you just got a lead. It's Tony Morwood. Do you want to talk to him? Boop. Now, I am now calling Tony from Agent CRM within about 45 seconds of him filling out the form, right? Now, before we dial someone, if anybody's been following my content, okay. Before we dial someone, what do we send them first?
Contact card.
Your contact card. We send the contact card first because our phones are now freaking blocking it. So that's a whole different spiel. But I'll get off my soapbox on that. You guys follow me, I'm like talking about it a lot. So when we go through our revenue bottlenecks, what I recommend is finding the ones that are the big dominoes so you can knock them down and getting really specific about your beat. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
It's not.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Thank you. So, any questions on this before we move on?
Yes, I have a question. What's the second to the last? What is the second?
Contact rate?
No, to the last, like about
Oh, team size. Sorry. All right. So for the next thing, I'm actually working on writing a book. Can I share with you the concept? And look, now here's what I want. I'm going to share my doodles and my general ideas. I've got pages of notes. What I really need is honest feedback from agency owners that are catching it. Okay? So as soon as I'm done with this, I have to jet because I have to get on the deck and go back. but I would love for you guys to give me honest feedback. Alex, as you're working on this, here's a couple notes. So when we're talking about revenue, I'm working on, I was talking to Tony about this yesterday a little bit. My book is going to be called Build Your Insurance Playground. And the subtitle is going to be Attract them, Keep them, Get them to invite their friends. So a lot of times what I see in insurance agencies is we focus on an assembly line. New lead, sale, gone. New lead, sale, gone.
Yep.
Right? What we don't do is and a lot of this is because we don't think about our personal brand. How are people interacting with us? What do they think about us? Do they enjoy talking to us? Are they excited about working with us? Right? Another part of it is we just don't think about what is the long-term relationship with this person, right? Because when you get people into your world and then they stay there for a while, what ends up happening, almost inevitably, the ones that are customers of yours for multiple years will refer their friends, right? They'll bring people to you that are like them, because they're like, I've been working with, Doris for years. Like, she handles all of my, my insurance. Like, you should definitely call her, right? So when we're looking at our business, a lot of our revenue bottlenecks are due to looking at our marketing as a single inflow channel instead of like a multi-channel system, right? And one of the biggest loopholes I find in our revenue in our business is the lack of nurturing and cross-selling within the relationship. When I talk to people who focus on one product, because I love doing coaching calls with agency owners. When I talk to them and they're like, I'm focused on one product, I say, what do you think about introducing something like annuities or a higher ticket item, to your repertoire? And they'll usually give me pushback and say, well, I don't want to go through the process of getting licensed. I said, I never said you have to be the one to sell, right? I just said, what if you added just a way that you can help them, because you can make money from referrals, but it will still feel like they're in your world. You have a really good referral partner, right? And now what you're doing is you're keeping them kind of in your playground, your area, right? So taking a step back, the reason why I called it a playground is I look at a playground as something that used to look forward to going to as a kid, right? I would go there, I would jump on the slide, hang out on the swing, bring my friends with me. And what I see too many businesses doing, not just in insurance, but is they only have one way to get in the door. They only focus on like one lead acquisition method. It's like I got one funnel, I got one ad, I got one channel. But if you were to think about your business as like a playground where there's multiple ways to get in the door, then you start to get creative. Like one of the most effective ways that I see people get into your door is a webinar, right? They watch a video, they learn from you, they go, I want to talk to them more about it. Doing live events is great. Strategic partners, ads, of course, and then of course, Kaboom, right? Bringing people to your playground with Kaboom. And when you look at a playground, there's usually never just one thing to do on a playground, right? There's usually multiple things to keep you busy when you're going over there bringing your friends, right? And so when it comes to a healthy insurance agency, it's like, how can I have multiple sales within the same product? Brian Askins opened my mind to this. This was the first car place event I went to. He had that one sheet where you would walk in the door and say, hey, well, I'm getting ready. Can you fill out this form? And at the bottom of it, there's all those check boxes. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Intake form, yeah.
And I was like, hey, that is so smart. You are self-checking all of these areas that you're going to ask this insurance agent to help you with. And a lot of those things maybe not a lot, but many of those things on that list were not things that Brian himself would help you with. You'd be like, oh, you want help with, like, for annuities, for example. I got you, right? And then he had other referral partners. And I'm going off of memory, so it may not be accurate, but I remember one of them was like, mortgage refinance, right? Well, why would he put that on there? Brian doesn't do mortgages. He had a great referral partner, right? That did mortgages, and he wanted to send referrals to him. He wanted to get referrals back. All that to say, when you look at your business as your customer experience as a playground more than an assembly line, what I think is going to happen is that you're going to see an increase in the amount of revenue per customer, right? And because you look at multiple ways to bring people in, and not just one marketing system, you're going to get more people that come in. You know what I'm saying? And then the longer they're in, the more they invite your friends. But if you don't set up an easy system for people to send people to you, you don't make it intentional, then you don't get a lot of referrals, right? So one of the things that I'll be talking about in the book is referral system. So that is the general concept for building your insurance playground. It's a different way of looking at a lead attraction system and nurturing. So trying to get a good visual. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys think of it so far?
Yeah.
I like it.
I love it. All right. So, if you have any thoughts or ideas, feel free to Instagram me later. You guys are very positive, but if you have any critique, I would love to hear it as I work on this. So I'm going to close out with this. I want to go back to the A to B. And I kind of rushed through it a little bit because I really wanted to show you the playground concept before I left. Is there any that you would like to, I'm the nerd, right? I'm the automations guy. Is there any that you would like us to workshop together before I head out? Is there any of these revenue bottlenecks? You're like, Alex, let's work on this. I want to hear your ideas.
Well, what you shared with it does the automation for you. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's more than cool.
and I had a question. So with the contact card, are you automating that in Agent CRM?
100%. I generate the contact card one time. I attach it, so as soon as a new lead comes in, it's in my workflow.
Okay.
And so in the introductory text to that new lead is, you just filled out my Facebook form, my name's Adam Hale. Really looking forward to chatting with you. Here's my contact card. I'm gonna give you a call in just a second. But if you prefer to book a time, you can use this link below.
That's awesome. And then do you guys know, like, what a difference has that? Have you seen a difference in uptick or
Anywhere
uptick?
from 10 to 30% increase.
Increase? Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
So that's
I can be a testament to that because I received that text And they already know that I'm calling, so I would text them back, like, yeah, I know you're calling, let's call back, you know, sometime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it does, I got both the customer and I, we both receive that text.
Yeah. So this is another one of those things that's like, this one big domino falls. The more leads come in and you're able to get them on the phone, then the more appointments you have. The more appointments you have, the more sales presentations you have. And it all just starts with them actually answering the phone when you call, right? So the contact card is a huge win, yeah.
So, good question, you guys call the customer and
So Agent CRM calls you first. In my example that I shared, I'm talking about a feature called the warm transfer. And it's embedded in Agent CRM. And so a new lead comes in, it sends the text to them, and then it calls you. Now if you're busy, the Agent CRM call just goes straight to voicemail and you're not calling the customer. If you're available, you push any button on your phone, and then it will call the customer with you on the phone. So it happens, the goal is speed of lead.
almost like a self-generated library.
Exactly. That's exactly how we describe it. And it's one of what most people that do the giveaway funnel do that, like, I want to call them as soon as they come in, right? Because it's putting them on the phone almost immediately.
Well, the team set that up for us.
Absolutely. Yep.
So if y'all don't know, the pro account with Alex is, you get unlimited access to his team, and they'll build out your entire system. So if you don't have a good CRM, I recommend.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Real quick on, so the one thing I've been trying to think through is getting all of the agents on there. Is we can tell them to get on there, but really setting it up to where, like I think Brian or somebody was talking about dial time. How do we set it up to where we can make sure we can see, even though, because I know we're admins or whatever, is there a way for us to do it to have one centralized dashboard for the agency owner instead of having to pop into each individual account? There's
Not yet. No. So what we do is, for people like you is we set up like a Google sheet, and then we just have that like as soon as data is fed in there.
Okay.
And then the first like tab in that Google sheet is a nice beautiful little graph.
Okay.
Yeah. So but high level doesn't have like an easy way to do that, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question though. So right on. Anything else you guys want to go over in workshop before I hand it back over to Cody? Amazing. Well, you guys, thank you for being experimental with me with my little Tony Robbins exercise.
Let's go.
That was great.
Yeah. So thank you, Cody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Let's go. Also, we need Sarah and Lupe and Christina, they've all done make room a few times.
Nice. We going back to the Tony Robbins?
I think we should. Yeah, Alex and Jonathan and I.
Imagine this whole team there.
We didn't know if I walked outside, right?
Yes, apparently so this time.
You know what? Sarah's saying that this is mastery virtual one of these ones.
That would be awesome, actually.
That would be.
That'd be awesome.
Think not good.
Sarah, please back.
That's awesome. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, so takeaways from Alex's talk. And Cheyenne, if you want to go ahead and pull up the last slide on that case study with the CEO report. But takeaways from Alex's talk.
Creating systems for nurturing and cross-selling systems.
I don't feel like that happens a lot either in general. It's good.
When you think of the word ecosystem, right? Like your playground, especially your marketing inflow. You know,
Yeah, I
one
like
lead
that.
source, you have multiple types of lead sources, things going on. That was cool. That's a cool visual. Yeah.
Can we pre-order the book?
Not yet.
Okay.
Good question. Thank you.
Go get my credit card and throw it at him, okay? Perfect, so this is one thing that we shared in, where did we share this the first time? California. So there's a little bit more to it, but this was the stuff that was like the most relevant. A while back, I had a banker, the president of a bank, tell me that he gets a report on his desk by 7 a.m. every morning. It reports everything for the previous day, week, and month. Okay? And so it really stood out to me. We implemented it, and then now my VA actually sends this to me by 8 a.m. every day. Okay? So by 8 a.m., I'll know where we are for the current month. So this was sent yesterday for Thursday and the week as of Thursday. So this was like through Thursday, I guess. But this was sent yesterday morning. And they still sent another one on Monday to recap Friday and also recap Saturday and Sunday as well. Okay. And so this shows like current month of revenue, current week, previous day, and then it goes through like, for me, it goes through like, okay, here's where the revenue was the previous day, how many sales were made, how much ad spend did we spend to like drive traffic into the team, how many leads did we generate for the sales team, how many meetings from just ads, how many meetings did we schedule for the sales team, what percentage of people booked a meeting on their own, 60%, what did it cost for us to get a lead for the sales team from just the ads piece, and then what did it cost to get a meeting? $35 and they got a meeting. Okay. And I'll take as many of those as I can get for $35, right? And then it starts going through like, different, like Kaboom or Yesterday or like different stuff. And we do the same thing for like all of our road shows. We have like an internal report and it shows, okay, we spent this amount of money, generated this many tickets, right? We've generated this much revenue. Like when it comes to tracking, we are auditing everything. In every single way in our entire business, and the VAs or the internal operational team are reporting these numbers to us either at the beginning, we have a directors meeting at the beginning of the week, or like Dylan or Lindsay or different people are reporting numbers to us for the previous week. But then this is coming from VAs and they're sharing this to me every morning, okay, along with the other areas of our business. So right now it's like, okay, leads, 8% events, or the Cody Askins piece, which is power players and exposure plans. Majority of the revenue is from those two areas for the Cody Askins CA technique. We used to do a lot of like individual coaching and consulting. I ended up getting tired of spending a ton of individual hours and hours and hours of time, and so we just got rid of it. And now we coach in this way, right? It's in a group setting, which is cool. And it's a lot of the same stuff I would share one-on-one anyway. Questions about this report?